Hello, this is Northeast Georgia Mountain Vote, and today we are starting a new series called Grilling and Smoking on the Primo Junior. If you're not familiar with the Primo, it is a ceramic grill, much like other ceramic grills, except that it is oval in shape, which provides a larger cooking surface than the standard round ones. It uses lumped charcoal for the fuel, and you can also use wood chunks for flavor. It offers two-zone cooking, which is either direct or indirect heat, or both at the same time. For today, we are using it as a smoker and are smoking beef short ribs. Let's get started. When smoking meats, it is best to use a super premium or large chunk lumped charcoal as you don't need small pieces clogging the vents, and it stays hotter longer. Also, we use mesquite wood chunks as opposed to chips for the same reason. You want to make sure that you're starting out with as clean of a firebox as possible. I take everything out of the firebox and clean it out as thoroughly as possible before any long cook.
You can see we have added our lump charcoal, our hickory chunks of wood, and fire starters to get this fire going. Now we're going to get this fire started. Again, to let it run for approximately 5 to 7 minutes. Then we will add in the deflector plates and the grill grates, and we will close it up, let it get up to 250 degrees. And once we get to that point, we can go on to the next step, and I'll show you how we prepare the beef short ribs for smoking in the Primo Junior. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes now. Fire is going good. So what I'm going to do is add in my deflector plates. I'm also going to add in a drip pan so it doesn't go down onto the deflector plates for when I'm cooking it. I'm going to keep putting on one deflector pan in right now, but I'm going to go back and put in the other one once I know I'm stable at 250 degrees. I'm going to close it up. Open the top vent fully. And I'll watch the temperature rise. Once it gets close to 250, I will lower the bottom vent just enough to keep airflow coming in, but not enough for it to increase further. And then once I know it's stable at 250 for about 10 minutes, then I will go back in, put the other deflector plate in, put the drip pan in, put the grill grates in. Then I'll keep it stable for approximately 30 minutes. And then I'll be back and put the beef short ribs in for the first round. Okay, now that I got my temperature at 250 degrees, I'm going to open it up, put in the other deflector plate, put in the drip pan, and then put in the grill grates. Make sure it comes back to 250 stable, and then I'll bring in the food. I also have a thermometer, that way you can keep track of the temperature of the food, make sure it gets to the proper temperature before I start on the second step of this grilling process. So I'll close it back down, let the temperature get back to the 250, and I'll be back with the food to put on.
Now we're going to prep the meat. For this, we're going to take kosher salt, cover it on all sides, follow that with black coarse ground pepper, again, cover it on all sides. Then we're going to take extra virgin olive oil, again, cover it on all sides. That keeps the black pepper as well as the salt in tight. And for the final coating, we're going to use Gospel barbecue rub, which is a dry barbecue rub that we use for smoking on the Primo Junior.
Okay, now that we've got the temperature to the range that we want to be in, which is approximately 225, 250, it's fine at that temperature. I'm going to be putting beef short ribs on. I'm going to put a probe for the temperature in the largest piece, which I'll probably put in the center, and then I'll close it up, and then we just have to wait for 3 hours and 20 minutes approximately to let it get up to temperature. I will not be opening it up during that time. I'll just let it sit and let it get up to temperature, and then we'll go to the next step of this grilling / smoking and smoking the ribs, which will be putting it into foil and using barbecue sauce. So stay tuned. Thank you. Safety first, always. Really hot. Probe. close it up. Now we just wait for approximately 3.5 hours, 3 hours, 20 minutes, and we will be back. Okay, we're back now, and we are just about at 205 degrees for the internal temperature. Just waiting another less than a minute. Once that is done, at that point, we will open it up, take out the temperature probe from the meat. Then we're going to transfer the meat over to aluminum foil, and then we're going to use vinegar barbecue sauce and cover it with that. Put it back on the grill, wrapped up in the aluminum foil tight, so it can continue to cook for another 2 hours and 20 minutes. Waiting on it to get to the 205. And there we go, it's at 205. So we take that out of there. Pour on this vinegar barbecue sauce. And any excess will just soak in to the meat while it is cooking, continuing to cook inside the aluminum foil. Make sure the ends are nice and tight. And we put it back on the grill. Just like that, but without the temperature probe. Close it up. Now we wait an additional 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, it's been now 2 hours and 20 minutes on the next to last part of the cooking of the beef short ribs. So I'm going to open it up, open up the aluminum foil, take it out of the aluminum foil and put it back on the grill surface itself, remove the aluminum foil, close it back up, and then we let it sit for another 40 minutes, and then we'll come back out, see the final product. Let's do this. Those look good. But not ready yet. Smells so good. Now we close it back up for back and we'll see what the final product is in 40 minutes. Stay tuned. Okay, and it's been 40 minutes now, and we are now ready to see the final product. Open this up. Get out. Oh, it smells so good. Close up the grill. Close the vents so it can cool down. It'll cool down overnight. And there you have it. Beef short ribs on the Primo Junior grill.